We got all the CBRs all up in here. We're going to be doing an oil change on this one. You want to see something that's kind of a fun trick so that you don't melt your oil catch pan. Get you a couple of 2x4 blocks. Block number 1! Block number 2! And then another block for your kickstand. Block number 3! That way you get your bike up off the ground so that your exhaust doesn't melt the pan. See that right there? Look out, I got a laser pointer. That right there. My cinematography's a joke, I know, it's alright. That's your exhaust. So you need to be able to get the bike up high enough to where you can drain it properly. There's 3 things you got to know about when you go to change the oil on this critter. One is where your drain plug is. You can't get the old oil out, there's no sense in putting new oil in. Your drain plug is right. Well, you can see it, it's in the middle of the frame. I can't get the laser to go on it, so you'll just have to trust me. Anyway, that's your drain plug, middle of the frame, 12mm. It's just around from your chain splash thing. That's like a Spielberg moment. So that is your drain plug. There's 2 other things I want to show you. You want to have a pad that you get from New Skin when they order a whole bunch of pads and don't use them. You get them for free. You can insulate your whole garage ceiling with them, or so I'm told. The next thing is your oil filter, and we are right by the front tire. You'll want to make sure that you have a glove on when you undo that, because yes, these are your exhaust pipes. Your head pipes are hot, and I'm not just talking sexy curves on it, they are going to burn your hand. The third thing that you need to know is where to put the oil in. The oil goes in right here where it says oil, and then how do you know if it's full or not? I love these things. They've got a sight window. You can actually see that there's lines on it, and there's no way a laser's going to fit in there, but I'm going to try anyway because that's the kind of guy I am. See that? Got it. Top one. When it's to this level, you're full. When it's to the other one, that there's no way I can get a laser on. But you see the lower one, then it's at the lowest acceptable level. It needs to be within those 2 lines when the bike is level. Not when it's on the kickstand leaned over like it is. That's not going to do you a lot of good. But so there's the 4 things that you need to know. Now the order in which you do this is you want to pull out the oil drain plug and let it drain for a while, and that'll let your pipes cool down. And then after it's drained out, put the plug back in, take your drain pan and scoot it forward, and then you go ahead and pull out your oil filter up here. When you pull out your oil filter, like I say, wear a glove, do something, grab onto it. You can usually get a big pair of channel locks over it from this angle. Stick them on there real low and then crank them up here, and it'll pull that off loose enough to where you can get the rest by hand. It's going to spill oil a little bit on your pipes. Make sure they're cool enough, and then one thing I like to do is take a little bit of brake parts cleaner. We're not working on brakes. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's what I said, brake cleaner. And spray off the pipe. That just gets all the oil off so there's no stink. Can you imagine putting oil on your brakes, the kind of mess that would be? This dissolves it really well and gets it off. But if you spray that on there when those pipes are hot, just have a fire extinguisher and a camera handy. So it'll make for some good laughs on YouTube. But you don't want to burn your whole garage down. So we'll go ahead and pull that plug, put it back in when it quits dripping. Pull the oil filter, let that drain out, put the new one on. When you go to put on your new oil filter, it's going to look like this. You don't want to know why they put them in plastic? It's because people quit oiling on their thing, you know. If you don't make sure that the old one comes off. What I do is I just take the 2 of them. Imagine there's one coming from the left. We'll pretend my glove's another filter. You put them together so that they're O-ring to O-ring, and then go like this. And that takes the oil on the old one, puts it on the new one, and make sure that you don't double O-ring, that this isn't stuck to the bike still, that it's on the filter. And then it also checks for size to make sure you got the right filter. All 3 things just by putting them together and making them kiss. See, love is a wonderful thing. Many a splendid and multitasking thing. So anyway, that's what you do. You put it on, and then when you go to fill it up, you're going to need a funnel. I should have said before you get going, you're going to need a filter like we showed you. You're going to need about 4 quarts of oil. It'll take about 3 in most cases. and you're going to need a funnel that's going to fit into that little oil filler port. So anyway, that's how you do it. Hope you enjoyed my video. Click subscribe. It's gray button up there. See, it's under the bill of my hat right there. It's gray too. Are there any boogers in my nose? I'm just checking. Let me know in the comments and I'll clean it out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Click thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't, and thanks for watching.